Welcome back. We're going to talk today about our Amazon plastic greenhouse kit that we built. We just received it last week and got it put together and wanted to share the steps with you. It can be a little tricky, but certainly it's a good greenhouse and it can definitely get you through a couple growing seasons if all goes well. We had one last year and we used it to grow all of these flowers that you're seeing here. We started them as seeds and got a head start on the growing season that way by having this small greenhouse, as you can see here in the video. We had a lot of stuff growing around it, but also inside it, and used the seed trays to get everything started there. Unfortunately, we had a storm late in the season and it totally devastated that greenhouse. So we bought a new one. This one here, very similar to the one we had last time, but a little bit higher quality on the build even. You'll definitely want to look around and see which one you like there and which one works best for you. But this one was a pretty decent one now that we've had the chance to put it together. So we're going to do a time lapse here of the entire build so you can quickly see how it came together. The manual is pretty well done. Has nice pictures, some descriptive text there, and has all the counts on the different parts that come in the kit. A lot of kind of metal, aluminum rods that are certain sizes, plastic connectors. You obviously have the green plastic that is for the greenhouse itself, the material where the sun comes through so the plants can get the light. And then you get these little ties that tie into the side of the greenhouse itself and allow it to be anchored to the ground on four sides. So the first thing I did was lay out the entire set of parts so I could find them easily. The manual just gives you a count of each part, and so you kind of have to just put them in the right section and count them up, make sure you got all your parts before you begin. And then here I'm just assembling them on the floor for that first level of the greenhouse, the base level. Once you get the base level down, you start to go vertical by adding the first layer of the upright stakes, and then you add another level of the connectors in the right spots. The connectors are pretty self-explanatory, but some of them can get a little tricky, so you just have to really closely follow the manual to the best of your ability. Otherwise, you might end up having to do like we did on one spot where you have to pop them back off, put them in the right spot if you got them switched up. It's not terribly hard to do that, but it just takes a little bit extra time. All told, this took us about an hour, roughly, to put the greenhouse together. So nothing too bad. And I got some help now, and so we're cruising along. And you can see that second set of the tier kick in. It's really nice on this one because it actually has shelves on the bottom, the middle, and the top. So you get 3 sets of shelves on either side, which gives you the chance to add an extra seed tray row to the bottom if you want, versus having to let them sit on the ground, which is nice for drainage. Now, as you can see, we're finished up the sides, and now we're going to the top, and went ahead and got those in. It's real easy on those top ones. You just have about 6 pieces that come together at the top with some additional connectors. After you get the frame built, you can see we're just adding the shelf. There's 12 shelves, so you can see you got 6 on either side. And then they have these little clips that are actually quite nice. The last one we had zip ties, and it wasn't terribly strong. But these have a little clip that just slides right over the shelf mesh and connects it directly to the frame of the greenhouse. So a quite nice touch there that they've added. Now we're putting the green cover on. It takes a little doing to make sure we get it on the right side. And as you can see, the front door rolls up and just ties at the top to prevent it from coming, and you have a zipper on either side. The zipper seems to be of decent quality, and I don't think we'll have any problems with it, at least this first year, giving us any issues as far as zipping up and down. It worked really well on the last one we had, which was a similar one. Here we're just tying the tie lines in to the side. This is where it anchors the greenhouse to the ground, but you have to put these nylon tie strips on the greenhouse first and tie them in really good. A couple multiple ties, knots that are really strong. Something that's not going to give you any issues if the wind kicks up or a thunderstorm goes through. You want to have them as tight as possible. And once you have those in and you get them really good, then that just goes directly at an angle like you would set up a tent into the ground. And then at the other end of the nylon tie strip or tie wire is where your anchors would go into the ground. Again, much like if you've ever done a tent, they just go in like that. So really good, excellent. I highly recommend this one, and it hopefully will work out really well for us this year. And you hope we can enjoy getting your seeds started early by trying one of these if it's something that you need. So thanks for watching. We really appreciate it. If you'd like this video, give us a like, subscribe, and we'll have more to come.